You wake up in the morning, you grab your phone, and immediately you start scrolling.
You read the news in your native language. You laugh at memes in your native language. You talk to everyone around you in your native language.
And then, right before you close your eyes at night, you hit yourself with that painful thought.
Another day is gone, and I didn't practice English at all.
But hear me out. This is not your fault.
It is not about laziness. It is not about willpower. It is not about not caring enough.
It is simply because nobody ever told you something very important. Nobody told you that the first 30 minutes of your morning completely sets up your brain's language mode for the rest of the day.
If you start your morning the right way, you don't have to stress about finding extra time to practice English later. It automatically, effortlessly, becomes a natural part of your daily life.
There is one specific, powerful shift that you can add to your morning routine, a shift that forces your subconscious mind to start thinking in English all day long.
What is that secret shift?
That is exactly what we are going to unlock today. Let's dive right into it.
Your daily dose of English fluency.
Welcome back to the Mr. English Master podcast, the place where real English meets real life. No boring textbooks, no confusing grammar rules. Just honest, practical English you can actually use every single day.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Alex. And Sarah, I have to say, today's topic is one I wish someone had told me years ago.
Same, honestly. When I think about all the mornings I wasted, not wasted doing nothing, but wasted doing things that kept my brain locked in one language mode.
The scrolling, the native language news, the native language group chats.
Exactly. You start the day in your native language, and then you wonder why switching to English feels like so much effort later.
And that's the thing. It's not effort, it's just habit. And habits can be changed, especially morning habits.
Because the morning is when your brain is the most open, the most fresh, the most ready to absorb things.
So whatever language your brain wakes up in, that is the language it defaults to for the rest of the day.
And today, we are going to show you exactly how to make that language English.
But before we do, a small favor. If Mr. English Master has helped your English grow even a little, please like this episode, subscribe, and share it with one friend who keeps saying, I need to practice English more.
Especially that friend who's had the same English learning app on their phone for 6 months with a 140-day streak, but still freezes when someone speaks to them in English.
The streak is impressive, though. The streak deserves respect.
The streak absolutely deserves respect. But after today, the streak is going to mean something even bigger. Let's go.
Okay, so Sarah, let's start with the science, but keep it simple. Why does the morning matter so much for language learning?
Great place to start. So here's what's happening in your brain when you wake up. For the first 20 to 30 minutes after waking, your brain is in what scientists call a semi-hypnotic state. Think of it like the gap between sleeping and being fully awake.
Like when you're aware but still a little dreamy?
Exactly. And in that state, your subconscious mind is incredibly open. It absorbs information deeply, without resistance, without overthinking, without the self-consciousness that comes later in the day.
So if you feed it English in that window,
your brain starts building English as its operating language for the day, not as a foreign thing you're trying to access, but as a natural mode you're already in.
that's why people who live in English-speaking countries often improve so fast, not just because they hear English all day, but because they wake up in it, they check the news in it, they think in it from the very first moment.
And we are going to recreate that environment for you, no matter where you live in the world, starting tomorrow morning.
So, let's get into the actual routine. What does an English activating morning look like? Sarah, walk us through it step by step.
Okay, So the routine has 5 steps. And I want to be clear, this does not require you to wake up earlier. You do not need to add an hour to your morning. These 5 steps can fit inside 30 minutes or even 20, depending on how you structure them.
That is important for people to hear because the number one excuse, and I say that gently, is I don't have time.
And we understand that. Life is busy, but 20 to 30 minutes? That is the time most people spend scrolling before they even get out of bed.
Painfully accurate.
So let's redirect that time. Just that time. Not extra time, the same time, just used differently.
I love that framing. Same time, different choice.
Okay, step 1. And this is the secret shift we mentioned in the beginning. The one powerful thing that changes everything.
Tell us.
The moment you wake up, before you open any social media, before you check any messages, before you do anything else, you speak one English sentence out loud.
Just one sentence?
Just one sentence. It can be about anything. Good morning. Today is going to be a good day. Or, I woke up late today and I feel a little groggy. Or, it's raining outside. I can hear it.
Something simple, something true, something about that exact moment.
Exactly. And here's why this works. When you speak English first, before your native language gets a chance to take over, you are sending a signal to your brain. You are saying, English is active. English is on. English is how we are operating today.
It's like setting the language on your internal GPS before you start driving.
Oh, I like that. Yes, you set the destination language first, and your brain follows the route all day.
And one sentence is not scary. It is not demanding. Anyone can say one sentence, even half asleep, even with messy hair and no coffee yet.
Especially with messy hair and no coffee yet. Actually, that's step 2, the coffee moment.
The coffee moment?
Yes. So most people have some kind of morning drink ritual. Tea, coffee, juice, warm water, whatever it is. And most people drink it while doing something, usually scrolling.
Guilty.
But instead of scrolling in your native language, use that 5 to 10 minute window to listen to English. Put on an English podcast like this one, or a short English audio lesson, or even just an English song you like.
Passive listening. You don't have to concentrate hard. You don't have to take notes. You just let English be the sound of your morning.
And this matters because your brain is still in that open, absorbent state. The English sounds, rhythms, and patterns go deeply during this window, much more deeply than they would at, say, 3 in the afternoon when your brain is full and tired.
So you're not studying, you're just marinating in English.
Marinating. I love that word for it. Yes, you're letting English soak into you.
And you don't even have to understand every word, just hearing the rhythm, the flow, the sound of natural English speech. That alone trains your ear in ways that formal study sometimes can't.
Exactly. Think of it like a baby learning language. A baby doesn't sit down and study grammar. A baby just listens for months before they ever speak. And then one day, the words come out naturally, shaped by everything they absorbed.
We're not babies, obviously, but the listening before speaking principle works at any age.
Any age, any level, any language.
Okay, step 4, and this one is my personal favorite. Sarah, tell them.
Step 3, the English morning journal. 2 minutes, that's all.
2 minutes?
2 minutes. You take a notebook or your phone's notes app and you write 3 to 5 sentences in English about your morning or your plans for the day.
For example, today is Monday. I have a meeting in the afternoon. I'm feeling tired, but okay. I want to finish my work early and go for a walk. Tonight, I want to read.
Simple, real, yours. And here is the magic of this step. Writing forces your brain to construct English, not just receive it. You move from passive to active, from absorbing to producing.
And when your brain produces English first thing in the morning, it stays in production mode longer throughout the day. You'll notice you start forming English sentences in your head while you work, while you cook, while you walk.
And that internal English voice, the one that thinks in English instead of translating from your native language, that voice gets stronger every morning you do this.
And that internal voice is everything. That is the difference between someone who speaks English fluently and someone who always feels like they're one step behind, always translating in their head first.
Fluent speakers don't translate. They think directly in the language. And you build that skill not in a classroom, but in small, consistent daily moments exactly like this one.
Step 4, and this one is so simple it almost sounds too easy.
What is it?
Name 5 things you see around you, in English, out loud.
I love this one.
You wake up, you look around, and you say, quietly or out loud, the English names of 5 things you see. Window, ceiling fan, glass of water, phone, pillow.
This is called vocabulary activation. And it works because your brain has stored a lot more English than you think, but it needs a trigger to access it.
Like files on a computer. The information is there, you just need to open the folders.
Exactly. And naming objects around you opens those folders. It tells your brain, we are in English mode. Start retrieving English vocabulary. Keep it ready.
And you might surprise yourself. You might look at something and realize, I don't know the English word for that. And that is excellent. That is a learning moment. Make a note. Look it up. You now have a word that is personally relevant to your life.
Words you discover through your own curiosity stick much better than words from a vocabulary list someone else made for you.
Because they're connected to your real world, your kitchen, your bedroom, your commute, your life.
So, step 4, 5 things around you in English every morning. Takes about 30 seconds and quietly supercharges your vocabulary over time.
And step 5, the final piece of the morning routine. Sarah, this is the one that ties everything together.
Step 5, set one English intention for the day.
An intention?
An intention, one small English goal. Not, I will study English for 1 hour today. That's too big, too vague, too easy to skip.
Something specific and achievable.
Exactly. Something like, today I will learn the word for 3 things in my kitchen that I don't know in English. Or, today when I talk to my colleague, I will use the phrase, I was wondering if, instead of just, can you? Or, today I will listen to 5 minutes of an English podcast during my lunch break.
That one tiny target, one small win every day.
And when you achieve it, even something small, your brain releases a little reward signal, a small feeling of satisfaction. And that feeling, over time, makes English feel good. Not like a chore, not like homework, like something that gives you something back.
That feeling is what builds the long-term habit, not discipline, not pressure, the feeling of small, consistent wins.
So, the 5 steps are, 1, speak one English sentence the moment you wake up. 2, listen to English while you have your morning drink. 3, write 3 to 5 English sentences in your morning journal. 4, name 5 things around you in English. 5, set one English intention for the day.
Total time, 20 to 30 minutes, most of which overlaps with things you're already doing anyway.
You're already having a morning drink. Now you listen to English while you do. You're already lying in bed for a few minutes after waking. Now you speak one sentence first. You're already making a mental to-do list for the day. Now you write 3 sentences of it in English.
Same morning, slightly different choices, completely different results.
Now, I want to talk about the thing that kills most English morning routines before they even start, and that is perfectionism.
Oh, yes, this one is real.
So many learners wake up, try to speak their one morning sentence, and then freeze because they're not sure if it's grammatically correct, because it doesn't sound fluent enough, because they feel embarrassed, even alone in their own bedroom.
Oh, embarrassed in front of no one.
In front of literally no one, just themselves and maybe their sleepy reflection in the mirror.
But that self-consciousness is so common and so understandable. We've been trained to believe that mistakes are failure, that imperfect English is embarrassing.
And that belief, that one belief, does more damage to English progress than any grammar mistake ever could.
So we want to say this very clearly. Your morning English does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be impressive. It just has to happen.
A wrong sentence spoken out loud teaches your brain more than a perfect sentence kept silent in your head.
Say that again, Sarah.
A wrong sentence spoken out loud teaches your brain more than a perfect sentence kept silent in your head.
Because the act of producing language, even imperfectly, builds the neural pathways, builds the muscle, builds the habit of reaching for English automatically.
Perfection comes with repetition, and repetition only happens if you start. So start messy, start imperfect, start half asleep with bad grammar and a croaky morning voice.
Start with good morning, I am very tired today, if that's where you are.
Exactly. Good morning, I am very tired today. Your brain heard it, your mouth made the sounds. Tomorrow it will be a little better, and the day after a little better still.
Progress is not a straight line, it's a slowly rising curve, and every imperfect morning sentence is a point on that curve moving upward.
Okay, it's time for our word tour, the vocabulary spotlight, because today we use some really powerful phrases and we want to make sure they stick.
Word tour, let's go.
First, subconscious. Your subconscious is the part of your mind that works below your awareness. You're not actively thinking about it, but it is always active, shaping your thoughts, habits, and reactions. Your subconscious absorbs English even when you're not trying. Or, building a habit means training your subconscious to act automatically.
Next, absorb. To absorb something means to take it in deeply, like a sponge takes in water. Your brain absorbs information more easily in the morning, or the more you listen, the more English your brain absorbs naturally.
Then, activate. To activate means to switch something on, to make it ready and working. Speaking English in the morning activates your language brain. Or, use this exercise to activate your vocabulary before speaking.
Groggy. This is a wonderful word. Groggy means feeling dazed and slow, the way you feel right after waking up when you're not fully alert yet. I woke up feeling really groggy this morning, or I need coffee before I can talk to anyone. I'm too groggy.
Marinate. Normally, this means to soak food in liquid before cooking, but in our context today, it means to let something soak into you slowly and deeply. Let your brain marinate in English founds every morning. Or, don't rush the process, just marinate in the language and let it absorb.
Intention. An intention is a purpose or goal you set for yourself, something you plan to do or focus on. I set a small English intention every morning, or my intention for today is to use 3 new phrases in conversation.
Neural pathways. These are the connections in your brain that form when you learn and repeat something. The more you use them, the stronger they get. Like a path in a forest that gets clearer the more people walk on it. Every time you speak English, you strengthen the neural pathways. Or, consistent daily practice builds neural pathways that make English feel automatic.
Consistent. Consistent means doing something regularly, in the same way over time, not just once or twice. Consistent morning practice beats occasional long study sessions, or the secret to fluency is consistent small effort every single day.
And finally, effortless. When something is effortless, it feels easy and natural, without strain or struggle. The goal is for English to feel effortless, or effortless fluency comes from years of consistent, joyful practice.
9 words and phrases that are genuinely useful in conversations, in writing, in describing your own learning journey.
And your challenge, pick one of these words and use it today, in a sentence out loud. Right now, if you want, pause the episode and try.
Seriously, pause it, try, come back, we'll be here.
We are very patient. Take your time.
Okay, action steps. What do our listeners do starting tomorrow morning?
Step 1. Tonight, before you sleep, decide on your first morning English sentence. Just prepare it. Something simple and true about how you expect tomorrow to feel. Write it on a piece of paper next to your bed if you need to.
Step 2. Before you pick up your phone, say that sentence out loud. Even if your voice is croaky, even if it's wrong, say it.
Step 3. While you make or drink your morning tea or coffee, put on one English podcast episode. This one counts. Replay it if you want, or find another one. Just let English be your morning sound.
Step 4. Open your notes app or a notebook and write 3 sentences about your morning or your day ahead in English. No editing, no correcting, just write.
Step 5. Name 5 things around you in English, out loud or in your head, and if you find one you don't know, look it up. That word is your word for today.
Step 6. Set your one English intention for the day. Make it small, make it specific, make it achievable before tonight.
6 steps, 20 to 30 minutes, starting tomorrow.
And if you miss a day, it's okay. Just start again the next morning. No guilt, no drama, just start again.
The morning routine is not a test. It's a gift you give yourself, a small daily investment in the version of you that speaks English confidently and naturally.
Let's do a quick recap of everything we covered today so it stays clear.
The morning is the most powerful window for language learning because your brain is open, fresh, and absorbent in the first 30 minutes after waking.
Whatever language your brain activates first, that is the language it defaults to for the rest of the day, so make that language English.
The 5-step English morning routine. 1. Speak 1 sentence. 2. Listen to English. 3. Write 3 to 5 sentences. 4. Name 5 things. 5. Set 1 intention.
Perfectionism is the enemy of progress. A wrong sentence out loud is worth more than a perfect sentence kept silent.
Consistent, small, daily effort builds neural pathways that make English feel automatic, not effortful.
You don't need extra time. You need different choices with the time you already have.
And finally, every morning you do this, you are not just practicing English. You are becoming someone for whom English is natural. That person already exists inside you. This routine just wakes them up.
Now, your turn. We have one question for the comments today. What does your morning look like right now? And which of these 5 steps are you going to try first?
Tell us. We read every single comment, and we genuinely love hearing from you.
If today's episode helped you or gave you even one useful idea, please like it, subscribe to Mr. English Master, and share it with someone whose English mornings could use a little upgrade.
You showing up here, choosing to learn, choosing to grow, that is not a small thing. That is everything.
This was the Mr. English Master podcast with Sarah and Alex.
Until next time, start your morning in English, be patient with yourself, and never stop growing.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. See you next time. Take care.